So, do you need to potty train your toddler soon? Not a fun thing to think about, I know. But I'm here to tell you how I did it in 24 hours. My name is Megan, this is my channel, and I'm just here to help moms that sometimes feel like a mess, because I'm one too. I have a 2.5-year-old son that one day I was changing his diaper and it was just gross. Like an adult poop in a toddler diaper. And I was just done. I just decided I'm done. I'm done doing this. I just felt like he was at the right time and able to kind of get it. He wasn't showing any signs that he wasn't showing much interest like some people say they start to do, but I just had it and I decided I was gonna do it. So the three keys that I used when potty training him was basically get the goods. So I went out and got all the things that I thought I would need. Then I planned my plan and potty or bust. Like, that's basically how it went. And it worked. So I want to tell you how I was able to do that and hopefully help you a little bit too with your son or daughter. So, the goods. The list that I made is just pretty basic. I feel like number one, a potty chair. I decided to go with a potty chair. The way our house is set up, it just made more sense for me to have a potty chair instead of, we only have one bathroom and rushing with him to the bathroom from anywhere in the house. So we went with the potty chair. And I let him pick this out, even though he had no idea what it was for. We went to Target. I showed him all of the options, said, hey, which one do you want, bud? And he picked it out. So he kind of, when he saw it, maybe would recognize it, I guess. I don't know if it played a part at all. I don't have it here because it's at my mom's, but I'm going to link it down below. Just a basic potty chair from Target. I'm sure they all have it. So, potty chair. Underwear. So I had kind of already had some because my son's really into dinosaurs and I found some cute dinosaur ones, but I also let him pick out a set when we were at the store that day too, and he went with some I don't even know what they are. Toy Story. What little kid doesn't love Toy Story? So Toy Story undies too, and then also these just training ones I got because they have a little bit more padding in them. So I got some of those for him too. What I also got was the flushable wipes, which you don't need to have those, I guess, but I don't know. I didn't know how my son would do with toilet paper. So flushable wipes. And then I got a little basket. This is also from Target. And then just some candies and treats and little toys. My son's really big into stickers and coloring, so just little things like that for his little potty basket, which I'll tell you about in a little bit too. And then I also got a poster board, which came in a set, just a cute little poster board, to make his little potty chart. And that's about it. So once you have all of that, then the next step is to plan your plan. What I mean by that is it's just a plan. It might not work. It might not go to plan, but at least to like have an idea and be prepared, I think is a good idea. So when are you gonna start? What day are you gonna start this adventure on? How are you going to prepare the rest of your family, your husband, partner, your other children, if you have older kids, or if you have little younger kids. I have a younger son who's only a year, and so I kind of had to like think about that a little bit. Not really, but I didn't know how it was going to go with doing that and then having the little one too. And then that your house is ready. How are you gonna have that ready? We have pretty much all hardwood floors in this house, minus some area rugs. So I knew right away I did not want that area rug in the living room. And got it out of there. Just rolled it up, moved it for a couple days because I didn't want to have to worry about cleaning pee or poop up off of that thing. It's much easier to clean those things off of hardwood floor or linoleum. But if you have carpet everywhere, then it's kind of something you're gonna have to think about. So it's good to plan for it. Also, where are you gonna put the potty chair? I put ours right in our living room because that's where we spend like all of our time. All the kids' toys are there, the TV's there, our couch is there. I just knew that's where we were gonna be. So that's where I put it for easy access for him. Are you going to tell your toddler about this adventure that they're about to go on? I didn't. My son doesn't talk really, like he has kind of a speech delay. He's getting a lot better now, but I mean, this was a couple months ago now that he's been potty trained. So, but he wasn't really talking the most. And I know he understood me, but there's just a communication barrier there. So I didn't really see a point in hyping him up about it when I didn't know what he was feeling back, I guess. So I didn't tell him, but you know your own kids. So if you want to kind of mentally prepare them, hey, we're shopping for all these things because on this day, no more diapers, then do that. But should kind of include that in your plan of how you're going to do this. What do you do if your child just doesn't go for it? So not every kid is gonna be the same. I know that. This is only my first kid to potty train, but if things don't go exactly as to plan, if you have a plan B, or if you're just gonna, what's the limit gonna be where you're just gonna be like, you know what, no, they're not ready, not gonna work. Just to kind of have that in mind, I think is good. So once you have all of the things that you need to hopefully successfully accomplish potty training with your toddler, and you have your plan as good as you're gonna get it, or you're ready to go, then this is what I did. Potty or bust. I didn't say anything to my son, like I said, the night before, but I knew the night before what the plan was gonna be. So I had like the potty chair already in the living room. So when he woke up in the morning, it was there. I had the basket ready to go. I made this little chart which says his name, Vinny's potty chart, and then I did 1 week worth of days. It's easy, whatever. They're toddlers. They're not, like, you can see how the stickers went. They don't just go perfectly. And I helped with a lot of these stickers because I'm just like that. And I had the basket ready and good to go, hidden up on top of the fridge so he couldn't get it or really notice it right away. And yeah, I was just, like I said, the carpet was gone. I was ready. So when he woke up in the morning, I brought him to his changing table, put him on the changing table, and changed his diaper, took it off. And as I was taking off, I said, okay, we're done. No more diapers now. You're a big boy, right? And he just kind of looked at me. I don't remember if he said yes or no or what, but, and told him we're throwing the diaper away and no diaper today, and took him down from the changing table. And he helped me throw the diaper away, and then he was naked. So the method that I used is based off of an actual like book, I guess. I didn't read the book. I think it's called the 2-day method or 3, I don't know, something like that. But basically I just let him wild and free, because what you want to do is you want to know when they're going, so you can basically stop them and show them where to go. So let him be naked. But then I showed him the potty chair. So I brought him over to the potty chair, which was already there. Hey, look it, this is where you're gonna go potty now. And he kind of was like into it, I think, like he wanted to sit on it and look at it, but I didn't know if he knew what I meant or if he got it or not. But I showed him where it was. And then I didn't show him the basket of treats and all that because I know that'd be too much. But I told him, if you go potty on the potty chair, then you can put a sticker on this board, on this chart, which I had right next to the potty chair on the wall, and you can have a treat or a toy. And okay, whatever. I don't know if he, like I said, I don't know if he knew what I was saying, but that was that. Then I just let him play free. no pants on. I didn't have a shirt on him either, whatever, but and I just watched him like a hawk. I just made sure I was down with him on the floor and waited. I also started, once we had breakfast, he had his milk for breakfast, and then I just kept giving him water, or like, he won't drink straight water, so water with a little bit of juice. I just kept pushing fluids because I wanted him to have to go. That's the point, is you want them to have to go, have a full bladder and have to go, and then get used to that feeling of, oh, I need to go pee. So that's what I started doing. And it honestly wasn't too much long after he had eaten his breakfast that he already, I noticed, started to go. So he didn't go to the potty chair. Your kid probably won't either right away. Maybe they will. I don't know. And I just kind of grabbed him quick, ran him over, set him on the potty chair. And so he finished going potty in the potty chair. I think I kind of startled him a little bit. He didn't cry or anything, but he was definitely like taken aback. But he finished going to the potty chair, and I said, see, this is where we go potty. When you have to go potty, this is where we go. And then he was really excited about seeing the potty in the potty chair. And then I actually showed him how to take the little thing out of the potty chair and bring it into the toilet and dump it in the toilet and flush it. Just to get him used to the flushing of the toilet. And I also didn't want to have to constantly be the one emptying that thing out. So I'm all about making him be as self-sufficient as possible as soon as possible. So I don't know if that makes me a bad mom or not, but whatever. So yeah, that's basically how it started. And then he honestly took to it pretty quick. I think there was maybe a couple other times where he started to, dribble a little bit, but he started going. He was super pumped. He loved putting the sticker on the board. He loved getting to pick out a little snack or a little treat. He doesn't really like candy that much, so that's kind of good for me, I guess, but there was just a couple little candies and things. He really likes toys, so I made sure I had a couple like new Hot Wheels cars in there and like a little fan thing, and he loved that. So I really think that plays like a big part in this, aside from the fact that they're naked and it's easy for them to, oh, I'm peeing, I shouldn't be doing that. But he definitely started to know and got used to that feeling of, oh, I need to go. And his go-to thing was, uh-oh. So he would say, uh-oh, but he wouldn't actually go to the bathroom or say, oh, after he went on the floor. He would say, uh-oh, I need to go. And then he would go. And that was literally it, you guys. Like, he did so well. And I know not every kid's going to do that well, but I really think that just all of the preparation that I put into it and just being very like excited and positive really helps, and I don't see why it wouldn't work for other kids. But that's basically like the gist of it. Pooping is a different story. So my son did poop that first day on the potty chair, but it was definitely not just uh-oh, I went and sat and went poop, because this is the first time that he's pooped not in a diaper. So we could tell when he was having to go, like grabbing at his bottom a lot and just kind of, you can tell they try to wander off. And so we kept just telling him, okay, go sit on the potty, go sit on the potty. And he would go, and you could see he was just super uncomfortable and did not like the idea. He didn't like us looking at him, which I don't blame him. So he just did that back and forth. And then finally, just one time, I was like, okay, buddy, you just need to push it out. And you literally just gotta. And he did. And then he did cry a little bit. And I think it was just a very different feeling for him, So he was a little upset. But then as soon as he did it and saw it in there, it was like, oh, like the coolest thing, which why wouldn't it be the coolest thing to a 2.5-year-old? So same thing. He went and dumped it in the potty or in the toilet. I obviously cleaned out the bowl. And then also, obviously, when they're dumping out the pee or whatever you come up with when it comes to that side of things, then I had him wash his hands. So he is used to, okay, when I go to the bathroom, I wash my hands. So that went really well for us as far as him pooping. The only accident he has had since we started potty training that day is he pooped in his pants that following day, like sometime that day. I don't remember. It was after we transitioned into putting him in underwear, which I did that very second day. For nap time, he stayed dry, but I definitely kind of like wanted to make sure he went to the bathroom right before nap time, and I kept him naked during nap time. I just laid a towel down where he laid down, and then I just kind of kept checking on him to make sure he hadn't peed because he was on our couch. But he stayed dry, and then as soon as he woke up, I just had him sit on it and he went right away. So that was awesome. Bedtime was definitely where I was like, this is not gonna work. And I really did not want to do pull-ups. If you want to do pull-ups, then go for pull-ups, because I know not everyone wants to worry about cleaning sheets and all of that, but I just wanted to just go for it and see how it went. So I stop, and still to this day, he does not have anything to drink within the 2 hours before he goes to bed. So that might sound like a lot to some people and think that's wrong, but he literally drinks fluids all day long. He's like one of those kids, polydipsia or whatever, where he just wants to drink constantly. So I know he's okay. But whatever time period you think is going to be safe for your kid, you think to make it through the night, just have him stop drinking before then. I don't know. So 2 hours before bedtime. Then that night I did put underwear on him. I put these underwear on him, so the ones with the little padding, more absorption. I put those on him, just because I figured maybe that would help a little. And then we've already had like a mattress protector on the mattress that he sleeps on, and I had a towel under him, so if it happened, it wasn't like it was gonna happen. So I moved the potty chair into his room, so he had it there, and we had him go potty right before bed. So he knew the chair was there if he woke up in the middle of the night, which he does, but he doesn't go to the bathroom himself, even now when he wakes up in the middle of the night. Showed him where it was, and then he went to bed. And I went and checked on him one time in the middle of the night, and he was dry. I considered waking him up, because I've read some people do that. Like, if you don't want to do the pull-ups, you just wake him up once in the night and have him sit in the toilet, and they'll probably go and then put him back to bed, and they're probably not even awake all the way, whatever. I didn't do that. I just checked on him, and he was dry, let it be, and he stayed dry all night long, right off the get-go. So he has wet the bed twice in 2 months, overnight, and that's it. So it's been pretty great, and I think went really well. So I feel like it can work for others. I hope that at least some of the things that I told you will help out a little bit. Honestly, I think what it really comes down to is you just really need to be present with your kid that day, or couple days, or it might not take 24 hours. Your child might have a little more hard time getting used to that feeling and then urge and knowing to go to the potty chair or the toilet. You don't have to start with a potty chair. You can go straight to a toilet right away. Whatever works for you, but just being there and paying attention, because if you're on your phone or if you're busy doing things around the house that day and you're just letting them run around and play, they're probably just gonna pee somewhere in a puddle and not tell you, and you're not gonna know, and then they're not gonna get it. It kind of reminds me of like potty training a dog, even though that sounds bad. When you get a puppy, like when they start peeing, you quick pick them up and run, put them outside. And like, no, like, so it's kind of like that, but with a kid. I guess is how I feel like it went. But just making sure you're there with them and like really like upbeat and positive about it, and oh my gosh, good job, high fives, like here's your little treat, here's your sticker. You know, if you don't want to be all about the rewards, or you don't like that, I don't know, bribery of it, then don't do that. But I think that at least with my son, played a big part, because that kind of stuff really means a lot to him and he enjoys it. So why not make that the fun part of going potty in the potty chair? And yeah, it's been great. So there's always those moments. I'm sure there's gonna be times when he doesn't make it. I'm sure there's gonna be times when your kid, like, it works and then all of a sudden it doesn't work, or they kind of revert back to something else. I was worried that my son might go back to wanting to be in diapers, because I still have my younger son who is in diapers. He doesn't. I've even been like, oh, diaper? And he's like done with the diapers, so thankfully. But that's a thing. I know that's a thing, that some kids, if you have a new baby, then they kind of can like go back to wanting to be a baby and wearing diapers. So there's going to be hiccups, there's going to be things that happen, but I just think it's worth a shot. Like I said, my kid wasn't showing any signs, didn't seem like he was interested in it, and I was just done with those poop diapers. Like, maybe that sounds selfish, but that's just me. That's how I am. I was done, and I decided I needed to try, and it worked. So I say you go for it too. If you like this and you got a lot out of it, or you like just listening to me talk, please subscribe to my channel. This is my first video, but I have lots of ideas and different things that I want to share with everyone. So subscribe to my channel, like this video, ring the bell, and you'll be notified anytime I post a new one. Thank you.